Hey guys, it's me again. I decided to make a part 2 to the first video I made, which is a story time about me having to cut off my best friend or whatever. It got cut off on the last video, so I was like, why not make a part 2? So the last thing I said actually before I say that, I recommend you guys watching the first video before watching this one, so you can understand what I'm going for. So basically, the last thing I said was that something happened that I said that I ended up bringing him into a PC, and that I told him I don't know who's lying or who's not. I don't know if she's lying or who he's lying. So basically, sorry if I'm like getting these cats are not leaving me alone. But anyways, I told him basically what happened was I told him I did not know who was lying or who was telling the truth, and that kind of got me upset. So he was like, just bring her back in. So I was like, okay. So I invited her, and she came in. She was discussing what was going on. She said, why are you not telling her that we almost hooked up? And she was being mad ratchet. She's like, why are you not telling her that we hooked up? Like, come on, like, stop lying to her. Like, she deserves to know the truth. He got mad, and he was like, first of all, my ass never even hooked up with you, because if I hooked up with you, I would have remembered. And second of all, I wouldn't even not even think about sleeping with my girl's best friend. Like, I'm not like that. So, they kept going at it. She ended up coming to me while I was like sitting in the background waiting for everything to unreveal. And I was just sitting in the back, and she kept coming back, and then I don't know how it got to that point, but it got to the point where she was like, Jala, she was like, Pookie, you have to make a decision. Like, I don't know, like, it's either me or him. I'm like, hold on, what gave you the right to have me choose, to have me pick who I want to be with? I don't know if I can trust you, because it took you an entire year just to tell me that you almost or did sleep with my fiance. Like, I was still dating him. What gave you the right? Like, I gave you everything. I spent money on you. I took care of your kid like it was mine. I did everything for you. I bought you a house so you can live in. And you repay me by sleeping with my boyfriend? Like, who does that? Like, who does that? So, she's like, oh, well, it's too late. You have to pick. It's either me or him. I was like, I pick him. Because so far, he proved to me that he was not lying. But he proved to me that he was not lying, because he ended up missing out work just so he can fix this situation between me and him. Like, who else does that? Like, come on now. Who misses their job? Not even the first day of work. It was like, he already had that job, but who misses a day of work just to make sure everything is good between me and him? So I was like, I pick him. I don't care, because you waited an entire year to tell me that you slept with my boyfriend. Instead of telling me straight up, you went to a stranger that you didn't even know. Not even for 5 minutes. You ain't tell him. Like, you told him everything. You told him that you almost slept with my boyfriend. And it took you an entire year to tell me, but it took you 2 seconds just to tell a guy that you just met. So she got mad, she left and blocked me. I blocked her too. And I told him, I'm like, I don't want you talking to her. I don't want you talking to her. If I find out that you're talking to her, it's done. So he's like, you don't gotta worry, babe. So I was like, okay. Fast forward to, we got married. I have some pictures in my other account. But we got married, and then once we got married, it was like probably 2 years, 2 years and a half, like, that we were married. And, so 2 years and a half, we was married, we was perfectly fine. I come to find out that he was talking to her behind my back. Apparently, they met in a chat room. She ran into him. They started talking, acting like they didn't know each other. He said he didn't know that it was her. I was like, that is her. Like, how you gonna tell me that's not her? She knows who you are. She just don't want to say nothing because she knows that it's gonna come to me. And she claims that she doesn't want to start problems. I already didn't like her because of what she did. So I'm like, how is it you gonna talk to her? And you didn't even tell me you was talking to her. You just happened to me in this public chat room. She came in, you saw her, you guys started talking. And I already had issues with him because he would chat cheating when I'm over here sitting in the chat room just focusing on him. And if I was chat cheating, it would be with my family. But no, he went to public rooms with strangers, stayed in there when he was trying to pay, like, we was on our honeymoon. We decided to have our honeymoon late. But like wait a while before we had our honeymoon. So we was on our honeymoon. And he comes and starts talking to her. I'm like, who is this Lele on this profile of yours? He's like, oh, that's Star. I was like, wait, since when people call her Lele? He was like, I don't know. But I swear I did not know it was her. I'm like, how you not gonna know it's her? Her name is her username. It says Star. How you gonna tell me that you're not gonna know who it is? Like, please explain this to me. How you not gonna know? And how is she not gonna know that you're my husband? So, fast forward, I told him he either stops talking to her or I'm done. He started telling me that they stopped talking. I was like, okay. Another day, it slipped up out his mouth. He was talking. It slipped out his mouth saying that he's still talking to her. He brought her into the chat. She knew it was me. Because my username did not change. She knew it was me. And she just started to just act like she don't know me. And then on top of that, she brought her friend at the time. And her friend didn't like me. But before that, they both had my kick and they both ended up getting in my kick and started bullying me. Of course, I was a youngin', so of course it affected me because I've been already bullied my entire life. So for my ex-best friend to bully me, just because I cut her off because she slept with my boyfriend? Alright, okay. So she acted all nice. I was like, okay, whatever. Then she got in my inbox without him knowing. She apologized. So I was like, I'm still mad at you because what you did was wrong. So why try to apologize now? It makes no sense. So then she was like, I know, I'm really sorry, but I miss you and all that. So I was like, okay, whatever. I accepted her. We started talking for a little bit. And so we started talking for a little bit, and then she was sorry, like I'm in my chat and someone's in there with me. But anyways, oh my bad, I forgot I had that on. Anyway, so we started talking for like a week. Then I stopped talking to her. 'Cause it was just, like, it didn't feel natural. And then she got mad. No, she didn't get mad. She ended up saying, like, out of nowhere, she's texting me. She was like, you know, the only reason I said that he slept with me was because I was jealous. I was like, jealous of what? She was like, jealous because he had you and I wanted you. I've been having feelings for you or whatever. I'm like, you basically almost tried to break up with someone I was engaged to. Like, you put all this on my engagement night just because you wanted to be with me. Like, I never did anything for you to start having feelings for me. You was just my best friend. That's it, nothing more. And there was no feelings involved. Then she was like, then we kept talking and she kept saying that she just wanted to be with me. I'm like, I don't care. No one gave you the right to do that. No one gave you the right to do that. So anyways, fast forward to that, shut up. Sorry, that's my cat. So, fast forward to 3 years later, it was all cool. I found out that me and my husband got a divorce, but I found out that he had feelings for her and she had feelings for him. I didn't want them to get together, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so you guys do whatever you want. I really don't care no more. So that was my part. Like, I agree, that was my part. I should have never told them to get together. But she still went ahead and dated him, knowing that I still cared for him. Like, I still cared for him. But it wasn't like, oh, it's 'cause I want to be with him. It was just like, that's my baby daddy. Like, me and him have history. Why are you gonna come in and try to ruin that? Like, we got 3.5 years, probably 4, let's just put 4 years. 4 years worth of history. And you don't even remember that and want to date him. So they started dating, but they knew I was feeling some type of way towards it. She broke up with him and blamed me for it. I'm like, how did I even do? I didn't even say anything. Like, you guys left it alone. You broke up with him and you're blaming me, saying that I was the reason why you guys broke up. I'm like, you didn't even care for him. Like, you just said that you wanted to be with him because he was the only access to a boyfriend that you can get. Even though it was not right to do that, you went ahead and still did what you did. And how are you gonna do that to me? Like, you did that. You did it all yourself. And she started talking crap about me, saying that, oh, I'm always look better than you anyways. You look nothing but like a crackhead and stuff like that. I'm like, hold on. Who made your account? Who put money on your account when you wanted to play IMVU again? You basically just took advantage of my niceness and my forgiveness just so you can start doing the same thing that you did again. The reason why I stopped liking you, the reason why deep down inside I hated you. Alright, so I cut her off. She started getting in my kid. She's like, oh, really? You can do this? I'm like, technically, it was never your account because it was under my email. I made that account. I put my information in it for you. I put even my email. So technically, it was not your account. It was my account the entire time. But you want to go ahead and do whatever you want to do. So, that's fine. After that, I blocked her. I still have her account because technically it was not her account. It was my account. I put all my information in it. I put my money in it just to make her happy. But she go ahead and does this stuff to me. Alright. So, to complete that game. So I cut her off. I blocked her. Ever since then, I haven't talked to her. And I'm doing so much better without her. Like, I'm so much happier. So, yeah. So this is the time. That's how I ended up cutting my best friend off.